Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Chris, and I'm back with another Photoshop tutorial for you guys. It's been a while since my last one, but I've gotten a lot of questions, and a couple of my friends have asked me, how do you upload a YouTube layout, make your own custom layout? And I figured I might as well go ahead and do a video on it, so that's what I'm going to do for you guys today. The template that I'm using is actually an old one that I used a while ago. I'm just going to go ahead and open that up. I will put the link so you guys can download it if you want to use this exact template. There are a million templates out there that you can go out and download, but this is the one I'm going to use for this tutorial. So first of all, before you do anything else, go ahead and hide the banner layer. It just gets in the way when you upload everything. You can delete it if you want. I keep it there just in case for some reason I want to use it later. And now we can actually get started into this basic tutorial. So first, with the foreground layer selected, you want to go up to your menus, go to Layer, New Fill Layer, and then click on Gradient. You can name this whatever you want. I'm just going to go ahead and call it Gradient, simple stuff. Alright guys, now go ahead and click on Gradient, and you can use whatever colors you want. You can use some of the presets if you want up here. My favorite I like to use is a black to a blue fade. I'm going to go ahead and type in the number. It's 00A8FF. I like to use this light blue color. You guys can use any color that you want, but this is my favorite color that I like to use. And just one note is, if this right here is white for you guys like it is for me, go ahead and click it and change the opacity to 100%, and that'll fill it in for you guys. So it's got a nice solid black to blue fade. Now the style, you can use whatever you want. Again, this is all personal preference. I'll just go through them. That's what reflected looks like. Diamond, angle, radial, and then your basic linear gradient. Again, angle you can change to whatever you want. Scale, and then reverse if you want to flip it. You can. This is all personal stuff. So. My favorite one that I like to use is the style of reflected, angle of 90, and I like to have it reversed. I'm not sure why, just for some reason. It's my, it's my kind of, style that I like. So that's the one I'm going to go with. With your gradient layer selected, just move that below the foreground layer. This is just going to help with lining up text, which is what we're going to do now. So go ahead and select your foreground layer again. Hit T to bring up the text tool. And type in whatever you want. I'm just going to use my channel name, and which is Fro. I'm actually going to split this up into two layers. Fro and then 08. Excuse me guys, I'm starting to get a little sick. And then I'm going to move the 08 under that, and then I'm going to hit Command T with my first text layer selected and scale this up just a little bit. Go ahead and hit the check mark, and then drag the 08 underneath it and move it down just a tiny bit. Now select if you only have one text layer, then you can just do whatever you want. But because I have two, and if other people have two, go ahead, select both text layers, right click, go to rasterize type, and then right click again with both of them still selected, and go to merge layers. This will just make moving them both around a little easier once you get the placement and kind of how you want your text to look on your page. And then I'm going to hit Command T to rotate this. I'm going to flip it upside down just like that, and then scale it up. And then I'm going to move it just off of the foreground layer edge. Go ahead and click the check mark. And then with your mouse on this outline square, I'm going to hit Command and click just to make that a selection, and I'm going to fill that in with white, and then I'm going to hit deselect that, and then with the text layer still selected, go to your effects and add a stroke. I'm just going to add a basic stroke for now. Again, like I said, this is a pretty basic tutorial, just kind of setting everything up. Change the size. I like to use 16 pixels, but something big enough, or however you prefer your stroke, your outline to look around your letters. Just go ahead and hit OK, and then I'm going to drag this, move it up and down just a little bit, just to kind of get it more visible in the blue area. And then one last thing before we go ahead and save this and upload it is I just like to hide the foreground layer, just because it's actually a little bit bigger than the current YouTube box where it shows all your videos. So I just like to hide that. And there you go, guys. That's just a really basic, YouTube background. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and save this. Go to File, Save As. You can name it whatever you want. I've done a bunch of these, so I'm going to go ahead and save this as YouTube layout. I think this is number 5 for me. And then for the format, save it as a JPEG file, and then go ahead and hit Save. Now these options are going to pop up. One thing I do want to note is the more creative you get with your background, the larger the file is going to be. And YouTube's requirements, the maximum size file that you can upload is a 1 megabit file. You can see how this is only not even 500 kilobytes. So I'm perfect with keeping this at the highest level quality. So as long as you can keep it somewhat basic but get enough information on there that you want, you're going to be better off. The more that you put on your background, the higher the bigger the file is going to be. So the more you're going to have to crank down the quality, and it's just going to get more, just less and less, and it's not going to look that great. As you can see, it's starting to, do a little something crazy in the background here. So mine is fine. Just, remember to keep it under 1 megabyte. And then when you do save it, for some reason, for me, it kicks up the file size just a tiny bit. So here you can see that it's 49.2.1. And I'm going to go ahead and hit OK to save that. And I just want to show you guys real quick. Here, yes, that is my beautiful girlfriend. You can see here that it's 520 kilobytes instead of 492. So just a heads up on that. So now you're gonna go. Oh, I already have YouTube uploaded. I was uploading a video. If you don't already have YouTube open, just go ahead and open up your whatever browser you use. Open up YouTube, and then go to my channel. As you guys can see, I was just testing something out. Here's my other background that I was using. Now that you're here, you want to go to channel settings. If you don't already have a background on here, it's going to say choose file. I just deleted mine. So go ahead and click choose file, and then search for whatever you named your file as. Like I said, mine is YouTube layout 5. So I'm going to go ahead and find that wherever you saved it. Make sure you remember where you save it. And then there you go, guys. That is now up, and it's now set as your background YouTube layout. And then whenever you're done, hit done editing. Everything will be saved. And there you go, guys. That is how to create and upload your own personal YouTube background and get it set as your background on YouTube. So, alright guys, that's it. I hope this tutorial was helpful. Any ratings, any likes, any favors you can give me are very much appreciated. And I will see you guys in the next video. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Later guys.